All right. Greetings and salutations, trivia enthusiasts. It is I, Gentleman Jim, the third best trivia host in North America, coming at you like I do from my subterranean trivia lair. Have an interesting one right now. Have a real interesting one right now, which is that currently I only have three players in the game right now. That is unusual. Let me see. Close out some stuff here. You see the Zoom ID directly below me. If you would like to join in, that is the way to do it. Go ahead, jump in the Zoom. The password is Hubbub, like it says. Yeah, I got Doug and Madalena and Jeffrey, and that's it right now. So I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know if we're going to, I don't know if one or two or all of them are quickly going to disappear and tell me that later on that there was something boiling over in the kitchen. I didn't even change into a collared shirt. That's how flustered I am. I had the time for it, and I didn't even think of it. Now I'm looking at myself on the screen like I showed up for some kind of yard work. So let's see. What do we got? Oh, I see. Got it. They are. I'm getting word over Messenger that maybe they are out at the dance with a prettier princess. So it's the way it goes. What are you going to do? All right. I think I'm going to bring people in, and we are going to see what happens here. Let me see. All right. So I got people watching. If you want to jump in, this is the way to do it. By all means, jump on the Zoom meeting ID, 842-651-5873. The password is Hubbub, all caps, like we do. Let's see. Okay. You know what I think we'll do? We'll do a real short, we'll do an abbreviated thing. That's what we'll do. We'll do two teams. It's going to be 2 against 1. It's going to be Doug and Madalena against Jeffrey. We are going to do 2 5-question rounds, and we're just going to knock them out. That's what we're going to do, because that's show business, folks. Sometimes you find yourself in the situation where this happens. Right there below me, Gentleman Jim, third best trivia host in North America. All right, so. Let's do it. Let's jump in. Oh, by the way, you want to follow Trivia Hubbub, maybe you'll find out in advance what's going on. So here we go. Team number 1 is going to be Jeffrey. Jeffrey, I'm just gonna do this real fast, bringing you in for round number 1. You are playing solo. How are you tonight? All right, let's do it. Let's knock it out. We're going to do 2 rounds real fast, and then we're going to hop out. All right, so here we go. Jeffrey, you are team number 1. If anybody else jumps in, they will put on a team with Jeffrey first. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Here we go. Jeffrey, tonight is the first night of Hanukkah, which means it is the 25th of what month on the Hebrew calendar?
I'm just going to guess the Hebrew month. I'll say Kislev.
You are correct, sir. Yes, you are correct. 6 points for Kislev. Question number 2. In what year did the Battle of Hastings take place?
1066.
1066, absolutely. Yes, clock is stopped. Question number 3. What multi-platform first-person shooter video game takes place 30 years after the resolution of the Omnic Crisis? Omnic Crisis.
I think this Omnic Crisis. I have 2 guesses. I'm deciding between Halo and Overwatch, and I'm gonna guess Halo.
He's going to guess Halo. Doug, Madalena, if either of you are video game enthusiasts, Madalena wants to talk. Madalena has finally put the controller down long enough. She's got the headphones with the mouth thing. She looks like she's an air traffic controller. Madalena, what first-person multi-platform first-person shooter video game takes place 30 years after the resolution of the Omnic crisis?
Is it Overwatch?
It is Overwatch! Oh my gosh, how did you know? That's amazing! Yes! Holy smokes! Team number 1 with a steal point. Well done, Madalena. Wow, who knew? Question number 4, Jeffrey. If you suffer from anthophobia, what do you have a fear of? Anthophobia. A as in abecedaria, N as in narcolepsy, T as in tsetse fly, H as in herpetologist, O as in obsequious, phobia. Anthophobia.
I don't have an immediate guess for this. I'm gonna pass. I don't know.
Gonna pass on it. Both Madalena and Doug have hands up. I'm going to Doug. Doug, team number 2, anthophobia. What do you have a fear of?
You might want to ask.
No, I don't want to.
You know what? I think it's a fear of being animated.
Anthophobia, a fear of being animated, as though you are forever playing statues.
No, not animated, like moving, like fear of being made into an animated cartoon figure.
Oh, okay.
Is that right?
No, it's not.
Okay.
I hadn't known. I did not know. No, anthophobia, very simply, it is the fear of flowers. There you go.
I thought about it. I didn't bother to say. Oh, well.
And question number 5, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, it's a 3-part answer, 7 points for each correct part. It's 21-point question. Movies, looking for the titles of 3 films. I'm looking for the titles of the 3 films that Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman co-starred in.
I'm going to say Days of Thunder, Far and Away, and Eyes Wide Shut.
You're absolutely correct. Yes. 21 points for that. 12 points, 37 points, plus 345 is 12, plus 3 is 15. That's where we are. Yeah, 21 and 12 is 33. There you go. 48 points. Strong, very strong. Moving you over. Going to move them in, and not even going to spotlight it. Going to keep the nonsense to a minimum here tonight, which seems weird. It seems counterintuitive. Like there would be more time for nonsense when fewer people show up. But that's the way it goes. If you would like to join, you can still join, by the way. Whoa! Madalena has her hair down. Everybody, Madalena has her hair down. I'm not putting on collared shirts. Doug is there in front of the heat miser. It's one of those. It's one of those.
Hey, happy Hanukkah there, kid,
Hanukkah Semiach. Is that Semiach? Is that proper pronunciation? I believe so. Yes.
I was just going to stick with Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. Great. Happy Hanukkah. Yes.
Thank you.
Question. Round 1. Question number 1 for team number 2. Here we go. Eugene Levy, currently the star of, or I guess no longer currently, but recently the star of the hit Netflix series Schitt's Creek. He first rose to prominence in the United States as part of what Canadian-produced ensemble sketch comedy series?
Second City Television, SCTV.
You are correct. Yes. Question. I appreciate the polite pause before you blurted it out, because you've been holding on to that one for a while. Question number. Yes. Question number 2. Question number 2. I would like the abbreviation of the International Sports Organization. So it's, MLB is Major League Baseball, NFL is National Football League. It's not one of those two. What is the abbreviation of the International Sports Organization that oversees swimming, diving, high diving, artistic swimming, water polo, and open water swimming?
It's on you, Madalena. You were a high school.
I don't know. Water Aquatic Sports International, ASI. That's my guess.
All right, Doug's going along with it. ASI. What is the abbreviation of the International Sports Organization that oversees swimming, diving, high diving, artistic swimming, water polo, and open water swimming? No, I'm very, very sorry. That is not correct. The answer is FINA. FINA, which is, let's see, what does that stand for? That stands for, it's the, oh, wow. I just lost it. FINA. Here we go. FINA members. FINA stands for Fédération Internationale de Natation. 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 Yeah. I believe it's French. Fédération Internationale. But anyway, there you go. FINA, FINA. Natation. Okay. Yes, it does. And water polo. Don't forget water polo. Well, don't make the horse joke. You're better than that, Doug. You're better than the horse joke. Question number 3. In botany, what is the term for plants, shrubs, or trees that lose their leaves for part of the year?
Oh, they're deciduous. I agree completely.
Yes, deciduous is correct. Question number 4. I'm going to go with a photo question. Let's see. I'm going to show you a thing. I want to know what the name of that thing is. All right. What is the name of this symbol?
Isn't that what's on the Riddler's jumpsuit in Batman?
It's a question mark and an exclamation point. It's a questionlamation point. I don't know. But isn't that what it looks like? A combination of a question mark and an exclamation point?
I'm hard pressed to think that the obvious answer is going to be correct at this moment.
He always tries to think too much.
I have no idea what it is. I really think it looks like the Joker's insignia. I'm going to have to. It could be the letter B. We give up, man.
All right, I'm stopping it, and Madalena. I am asking you to repeat your guess because that was fun to listen to.
I don't remember what it said. Exclamation point?
Question.
Exclamation.
Jeffrey, what is the name of that symbol?
It's an interrobang.
That is the interrobang. Interrobang is correct for yes.
First off,
That's a real thing, Doug.
what is interrobang?
Really? You want me to do this on our time? Sure.
Later if you want. Well, I don't want
No, I'm just giving you a hard time.
Ask
Ask Jeffrey.
An interrobang is a punctuation mark designed for use especially at the end of an exclamatory rhetorical question. Examples: the essay was peppered with that's a terrible example. An interrobang would be like, so Doug, you want me to read you the definition of an interrobang now? There you go. Thank you. But it makes sense, right? So in a situation where we find ourselves without the aid of an interrobang on our keyboard, we use both back to back, right? You're from New Jersey, right? We're used to that. A lot of yelling questions at each other.
You want what?
Yes, exactly. Question number 5 is a 3-word answer. I will give you 7 points for each correct part. It is worth 7 points. You got SCTV. You got deciduous. You might be tying this one up here. Let's go. 3-word answer. What annual meeting of global political and business leaders take place at the end of January in Davos, Switzerland?
Is that the, Madeleine, is that the G8 summit?
I don't know.
No, I just underscoring that.
Did you say 3-word answer?
I did.
So G8 summit? Is that the word?
I know Trump wanted to move to Florida, and there's a thing. That's the only thing I could think of for the sake of time. But G8 summit. Yeah. I'm sure Jeff is going to get it correct.
You're going G8 summit. Jeffrey, do you want to jump in? It is. Nope, Jeffrey does not want to jump in. Held every January, the end of January, every year. It's on the news every year. That, folks, is the World Economic Forum. World Economic Forum. So, yes, 6 points for SCTV. Yes, 6 points for deciduous. And we are going to call that 12 points. The time, you got 3:20. You got, what is that, 12, 13. Good. I'm gonna leave Team 3 where they are. All right, folks. I'm gonna move you over. I'm gonna bring Jeffrey up. We're gonna do one more round. The rules still apply. So yes, you can steal in round number 2. However, it'll cost you if you are incorrect. All right. Here is Jeffrey. And Jeffrey, here is round number 2. Round number 2, question number 1. It just came up, Jeffrey. Just came up. There's no getting around it. In the 1992 song Baby Got Back, which has been played at every wedding since 2004. By the way, when I say wedding, I don't mean the reception. I mean the actual ceremony. But in the song Baby Got Back, what phone number is the listener implored to dial?
Can you repeat that?
Yes. In the 1992 song Baby Got Back, what phone number is the listener implored to dial?
I'm not going to get this. Music lyrics are pass.
All right, pass. Doug or Madalena, do not want this one. Sir Mix-a-Lot tells us to dial 1-900 Mix-a-Lot and kick those nasty thoughts. But there you go. Okay, question number 2. Question number 2 is a sports trivia question, but I'm looking for the name of the sport. The Anzac test is an annual event in what specific sport? Anzac is spelled as it sounds, A-N-Z-A-C. The Anzac test is an annual event in what specific sport? 2-word answer. 3 points for each.
2-word answer. I know Anzac is related to Australia and New Zealand. I think that's the right acronym. Test. 2-word sport. It's not cricket. It's not Australian. It's football. I don't think I'm going to know this, so I'm going to say 2 words and hoping one of them sticks. I'm going to say cricket football.
Cricket football, the best kind of football there is, because they've got 6 legs and 2 of them are really big and they can kick really far. See, it's a cricket joke. It's an entomology joke. ANZAC, by the way, stands for Australia New Zealand Army Corps. Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. But the Anzac Test is an annual event. It is in rugby league specifically. Question number 2. What basic command did Lindsay Lohan have tattooed in white ink on her right wrist in 2006?
Lindsay Lohan, 2006. Basic command. Might be related to her movies, or not. I don't know. I'll just say that's so fetch and save my time.
That basic command that she had tattooed on her right wrist is breathe. And specifically because a month earlier she had an asthma attack and was very afraid. But yes, she has breathe tattooed on her right wrist in white ink. Question number 4. Looking for a 2-word answer, 3 points for each. What Wisconsin-based manufacturer sells over 10 million small gasoline engines a year that are used in lawnmowers, etc., more than 11 times the number of Ford F-150s sold in 2019?
So you're looking for
The name of a Wisconsin-based company that sells over 10 million small gasoline engines a year.
I should know this, but I'm just gonna say Harley Davidson.
All right. Harley Davidson is, I believe, based in Wisconsin. Unfortunately, that is not correct. Doug and Madalena, just letting you twist on this one. Just letting you twist. Absolutely. The company, and yes, they are used in commonly used in lawnmowers as well as pressure washers, electric generators, go-karts. That company, an American classic, that is Briggs and Stratton. Briggs and Stratton.
I haven't heard of that. So.
They are it is absolutely the number one lawnmower engine in at least in the United States. Honda is very big worldwide, but Briggs and Stratton. Yep. Finally, question number 5 is a 3-word answer. Or round number. You know what? I'm going to go. What am I going to do here? I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm going to 3-word answer or 3-part answer, 7 points for each correct part. I would like the first names of the 3 children of Prince William and Kate Middleton. Madalena likes this. Madalena, you.
Is I believe it's George, Charlotte, and Lewis. I think that's what I'm going with.
All right. Madalena, you had your hand up. He says George. He says Charlotte. He says Lewis. You're going to make his day or you're going to break his heart?
I think I'm going to make his day. I believe he's correct.
I believe he is correct also. That is 21 points. 21 points in round number 2. All right, I'm going to, let's see, what do we have left on the clock? We got 2:39, so that's 8. That's 10 for time. And for a total of 80. Very strong, Jeffrey. Going to move you over. Going to bring Doug and Madalena back. Whoop. There you go. Let's see. Doug is back. Madalena is back. I'm going to reset the clock. And we have round number 2 for team number 2. This is definitely, it's a tough one, but it's within reach. Here we go. Round 2, question number 1 for team number 2. The University of Florida has received over $200 million in royalties and counting for its part in creating what iconic beverage?
Iconic beverage, Florida, orange juice.
I'm gonna say like what's that? Sunny D, that drink.
Oh, Sunny Delight? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunny D?
You're in on Sunny D?
That's the only thing I can.
We got thumbs on Sunny Delight. University of Florida received over $200 million and counting in royalties for its part in creating what iconic beverage? Jeffrey, you do not have your hand raised because you are playing it all cool. But I'm going to ask you, even for no points, to jump in and tell me if you know the answer. I will give you a hint. It is not Sunny Delight. Jeffrey is not. Oh, there.
Sorry, can you repeat that question again?
Sure. University of Florida has received over $200 million in royalties for its part in creating what iconic beverage?
Gatorade.
It is Gatorade, absolutely.
I'm gonna go with that drink that the Juggalos.
Fago? You're right. You know, I don't even think it's sold in Florida, but all right. Question number two. What do we want here? Yeah. Question number 2. Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson, the barefoot acoustic musician your aunt fantasizes about most, scored his first Billboard #1 album in 2006 with a soundtrack that featured songs from and inspired by what film? 2006 film, Jack Johnson, first #1 album. What film?
It was probably really boring. What do you think? How about the Notebook?
I was going to say the Notebook also. Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
They're going Notebook.
So funny. He went to college in San Bernardino.
Of course he did.
They don't have shoes there.
It's they have shoes. They have
He
shoes.
spent 4 years surfing.
But the answer is unfortunately not the Notebook. The answer is Curious George.
Oh,
Yes, you did know that at one point, didn't you?
my kid's seen it like 6,000 times.
Yes. And you know why you didn't notice is because the music behind it is so inoffensive. Question number 4. What artist holds the dubious record of having his or her physical works stolen more than any other?
Pablo Picasso.
Picasso is correct. I said question number 4. That's going to be question number 3. I apologize. Question number 4 is I'm looking for a first name. I'm looking for a last name. 3 points for each. What iconic multi-platinum selling R&B singer hosted infomercials in the 90s for the Psychic Friends Network?
Diana Ross.
Was it Diana Ross or was it Dionne Warwick?
Is there a measurable difference?
I think it was Dionne Warwick.
Was that the Psychic Friends Network?
I think so.
I'm gonna go with Diana. Well, I'm gonna.
Let's go with Diana Warwick and we'll get out of it. No, I'm pretty sure it's Dionne.
I'll go with Diana.
Okay,
Trust
that's
you.
what I think.
All right, the clock is stopped. Jeffrey, what is the name of that R&B singer Psychic Friends Network in the 90s?
I was gonna say Diana Warwick.
Yeah, you should, because it's correct. Absolutely. Yes. Dionne Warwick. Well done.
God, Atlanta.
And Doug, good job going along with that one.
I'm learning to accept other people's answers.
Yes. Question number 5, 4-part answer. 5 points for each correct part. It's
60 points, man.
yes, it haunts. It haunts. Here it comes. It's coming back. What are the 4 styles of swimming used in competitive events regulated by FINA, the Federation Internationale Natation?
All right.
So there's the breast, my favorite swimming sport.
So,
The butterfly.
so this is just swimming.
I thought that's what you said.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not like diving. Okay, so freestyle.
Freestyle would be 3. Doggy paddle.
Back.
Backstroke.
How about that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, let's go with that.
All right, Madalena, give me the 4.
Freestyle, breaststroke, butterfly, backstroke.
You are correct for 20 points. Absolutely.
Lena.
So you got Picasso.
Respect
You got Dionne Warwick. You got the 4 FINA swimming styles. So that is 32 points. You have 12. You got 14 points left on the clock right there. And that, none too shabby. None too shabby. There you go. I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to move this over here, and I'm going to spotlight myself, and I'm going to get rid of team number 2 for a minute. And I'm going to say, folks, I thank you all for playing. I thank everybody here who is watching for watching. That is tonight's game. We didn't have a team number 3. No one showed, what are you going to do? You go online, you see who shows up. Sometimes people don't show up. Sometimes you got 12. Sometimes you got 3. Thought for a minute there we weren't going to have a game at all. All right. So I'm going to jump in over here. If you would like to kick in, that is absolutely acceptable behavior. That is never frowned upon. That's the way to do it. Also, I'd like to point out to anybody who is watching right now, if you would like this type of thing for a family event, for a family event, for a corporate event, some type of a team building exercise or a holiday party this year, because you're doing it all a little differently. Once again, I'm going to put this up right there in the Zelle address, triviagym@gmail.com. That's how I do it. Get in touch with me anytime, day or night. That email address never shuts down. Sometimes I sleep and then I don't answer them until I wake up. But absolutely, that's how we do it. Let's see, what else? I'm just going to say it out loud. $6 per device, $75 minimum. That's my rate. $6 per device, $75 minimum. That's a very, very agreeable rate. I think that's about it. We're going to say thank you very much for Jeffrey, or to Jeffrey, and to Madalena, and to Doug. And keep an eye out tomorrow. Tomorrow it's going to come back. The late show, actually. We're going to do it around, we're going to do it at 11:59 Eastern time. What is that? 8:59 on the West Coast. I thank you all for watching, playing. Tell your friends, tell your family. Just don't tell my family. Thank you. Have a good night. That's where I want to be.